Hi my loves, welcome back to Trend Talks. I'm Emerald. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, share, hit that subscribe button, and if you're up for it, you can also hit that notification bell. I love how my girl Meghan Sussex is dominating headlines and the right reasons. You know why? Because her as ever products sold out in it's been a success, and they sold out in under 30 minutes. Meg effect, true to its effect. Am I making sense? Okay. So I am so proud of her. I am so happy. I've seen Scotties on social media say that they've received emails from as ever that their shipment is on the way. A little joy is coming. So proud, so excited for you guys. The minute you get your hands on these products, I want you to flood social media with reviews. Let us know. We want to know, especially us who were not able to get our hands on them. So kindly, once you have the products, tell us what they taste like, what they smell like, well, everything. Flood the internet with reviews. Now, Piers Morgan, some of his comments have resurfaced in light of Meghan's success. Remember, this man said that Harry and Meghan are so dull, as opposed to William and Kate. That it's like Harry and Meghan are boring, they're dull, as opposed to William and Kate, who are stunning, who are very poised, who are very hardworking. That is so funny. Those comments have resurfaced because this one has not said about a word about Kate. Ever since Kate disappeared, according to Scotties, he's not mentioned Kate. He's not been talking about Kate and William. But guess what? He's been he's been talking about Harry and Meghan, especially Meghan. Remember that video, the baby mama video? He was filming. He was filming because Harry and Meghan dared to release a video just being happy, so relatable, joyful. And remember, he is the same person who branded Harry and Meghan as a dull. And William and Kate, fun. A breath of fresh air. I'm laughing because that is so unhinged. Like, why would you even say that about William and Kate, knowing how boring he is? And also, this man, in recent light of Kate and William being dragged, they've been getting a lot of backlash, especially William, for always hopping from one plate to another. Today's I'm going to tackle homelessness. Let's say that's for breakfast, and then gets to lunch. It's like, okay, I've decided to make, bringing peace to Middle East my lifetime goal. And then during dinner, he says like, okay, now I want to tackle oceans. Let's protect oceans. And then just yesterday, he went on with, I want to make, the planet safe. Let's make the planet safe. And people in recent light to what's happening with US and Iran, people kept calling him out saying, hey, you said that you are going to bring peace to Middle East. What happened? You've not said a word, and this is going on. You've not mentioned anything, but yet here you are saying now you want to save the planet. And Kate being dragged for just mumbles, cannot even talk, sentences. She was a no-show during the escort. So this man has not said anything, but he's been going on about Harry and Meghan, and people are now dragging him, asking why are you talking about Harry and Meghan? I mean, what is happening? You say this to a fan, they were a breath of fresh air, they're not dull, they're exciting. Why are you not talking about them? For people you claim are irrelevant, not popular, boring, dull, why are you still fixated on them? Why are you still fixated on them? Why are you not talking about William? William's birthday was that. Why didn't you not wish William a happy birthday? Why did you not mention anything about Kate? You say this to her. And securities are like, no, this man got fed up with those two. Since Kate went missing, he's not said a mission. And people are like, oh, well, and people are also happy that Meghan is really doing great. So he has nothing to say when it comes to Meghan's business. He's not said a word, but people are just dragging him for saying, hey, you said the girl is out. Now look, she's winning. Her business, her products sold out in less than 30 minutes. You're the same person who kept saying she's going to be a failure. She's never going to make it in life. What happened? Phones are mocking him and trolling him. Like, what did you say? Like, Pocky, what did you say? Why are you not talking about your exciting? What have they been able to accomplish? All William does is to constantly brief the UK press about how his reign is going to be once he's king. What about what's happening right now with Iran and US? What is he said he'll bring peace to Middle East? Why has he not talked about that? People just keep going and attacking it. Of course, he's acting blind, like he's not seeing that. But seeing our girl super successful and having our best life and enjoying life is the best thing ever. It is the best revenge. Like I keep saying, Beyonce said, always stay gracious. Best revenge is your paper. If you're going through something, people are poking you, people are playing with you, just don't flinch, don't bother about them, just stay gracious, because best revenge is your money, honey. So those comments are going and people are trolling him to the core. And you remember how he praised William, that William is going to be such a great king. He's not saying anything right now. He's not saying anything. He's just now talking about Iran and US. And like people like, call him. You said he's going to be a good prince. You only said he's going to fulfill things. He's going to change. Talk to him. What is happening? So here are some of the comments in light of this man being dragged. So Seth says, highly interesting. I don't think Piers has mentioned the Wells since Kate went missing last year. Jasmine says, he can't accept their success. Can the old man? And then because he wanted to be part of it until he got ghosted by Meghan. I love how people keep reminding him, oh, she ghosted you, you're hot, which is true. And then Laura says, he obviously fancied Meghan and couldn't handle it when she ghosted him. I agree. And then Sam says, Wells are so interesting that he rarely talks about them. He only talks about the Dahl duo, which is Harry. Yeah, Harry and Meghan who are Dahl, they're constantly in his mouth. They live rent-free in his brain. And then you have Robin says, he will never recover from the total rejection. He mentions their name for attention. I haven't looked for him, but haven't seen him in the royal company lately. The royals use you and then toss you in the bin. Good one. Yeah, true. And then Miss RP says, then why does he keep talking about them to be so dull? And then Michael says, funniest thing I've had Piers Morgan ever say regarding Harry and Meghan, that Harry and Meghan are dull. That is so fun. And then you say Kate and William are interesting. That's the joke of the century. Harry and Meghan are the most fun. And that's why that video did well, because a lot of people related to that. People loved seeing that fun, freedom, happy vibe that they had going on. And then you have Cindy says, if the Sussexes are so dull, why does he talk about them constantly? And nobody is any more dull than William and Kate. Good one. Then Kay says, yet he spends his whole life obsessing over two dull people. Make it make sense. And then Torang says, Meghan ignoring that man truly scrambled his brain. And then Diane says, he's on the KP payroll, of course. He will say that he had a very different tune before he didn't get a wedding invite. Also, didn't have a great view of William before Harry and Meghan got married. And then you have Carol says, why does he cover the Wells so infrequently, whereas the Dahl Sussexes are probably covered every day? I'm telling you, this man is a hypocrite. And then IG says, I don't think he believes it. Does he really? I agree, I can see that. And then Fritz says, that vile person is working extremely hard for a knighthood. He is the next Beckham, David Beckham for sure. He's working so hard to get that knighthood. And then Ida says, he's trying to get a rise out of the Sussexes. If he believed his claptrap, he wouldn't talk about them every day. He wouldn't follow them. Nobody talks about dull people. Ignore him the way the Sussexes do. And then Hope the Wag says, Piers Morgan is sick and need help. Unless he's been missing his medications. Meghan is living in his head rent-free. He keeps spreading nasty, malicious stories about Meghan and Harry. Then Kama caught up with him and he deserves it. Look at Meghan and Harry and look at him. Totally agree. So yeah, guys, those comments have resurfaced. And I've also seen people telling him, hey, talk to William, but... Now you called Harry and Meghan dull. Look how they're dominating headlines. Where is William, who you said interesting? What happened? So guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Miraj. Stay safe and I will see you in the next one. Bye.